Namaste and catch my family, and welcome to Morning Coffee. How you guys doing out there? I'm here with my brother Tone. Tone, what's poppin', brother?
Oh man, busy.
Busy. I left that trailer up, ladies and gents, to say my final respects to our brother Banks, who passed away. Love you, brother. And obviously, it's always a tragedy, when you lose someone of the light. And I hope that he is definitely with the angels in a better place.
100%.
That being said, how are you guys doing out there? Mr. Fisher is still on vacation, ladies and gentlemen. He's still on vacation. We're not sure if he's ever going back. No, I'm just kidding. That is the Way of Being Foundation. And the Day of Being, by the way, which is taking place Monday after our conference at Rise of the Guardians.
Yeah. Connecting to the land.
Yep.
It's going to be definitely a spiritual moment.
Beautiful. Yeah. So we're going to talk about all of the... you guys know what happened last night, right? We got Maduro out of Venezuela. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But yeah, he's no longer the bad guy leader of that country. Hopefully they can now have a proper democracy and, free the people of Venezuela. So that happened last night. The financial abundance inbound is going to be nuts. And as you guys well know, we'll talk about this for a second. They wanted Venezuela to be in the baskets, the first basket, with the IQD, the VND, Vietnamese Dong, and the Bolivar. Why? Well, like I said, Venezuela is has the third largest oil reserve on planet Earth. It also has gallium and 2 or 3 other precious minerals that are in the ground that are used for semiconductors and computer chips. So with the U.S. getting in a beef with China, which was providing the majority of those things, having Venezuela is very crucial to actual United States and whatever that is for the Western powers out here. Don't agree. I just want the people of Venezuela to be free, but I'm just letting you know that's why they wanted the Bolivar in the first basket when they want to RV some of these currencies. Again, this is my humble opinion. I am not a financial expert. I'm just one of your brothers in light that, all of a sudden we're building large things. And where is that coming from? So with that being said, hope you guys are doing great out there. Yeah, FAFO is what happened. Yeah, you probably, I believe RFK Jr., he has this little alternate character he plays. But he said that they offered Maduro 6 weeks ago $200 million and to serve out the rest of his life on an island, and he turned it down. So that'd be dumb. So probably not the wise decision to do that. But I think there's a great change happening on the planet. I think there's a lot of political upheaval, and I think a lot of people, especially here in the States, are tired of all the fraud. And I think that we're tired of paying for people that don't even really appreciate us. And what we do. So how do you feel about that, brother?
Yeah, well, like you were saying, you might want to invest in the Venezuelan currency right now. It's about ready to shoot through the roof probably. But
that's a potential. Yeah. Listen, we're not financial experts, but if we were, get your hands on some Bolivar. All right. The digitales probably, the other ones are awesome, but you have to remove the 6 zeros to itemize those properly. But yeah, with that, the energy on the planet, this is an energy update video. We're in the middle of it. I mean, you got to understand, we're in the middle of the storm. I don't know what they think this is. And then, by the way, these CIA guys, this one guy with the long hair who just keeps saying, the next thing's a tactical nuke. Just like this other weirdo from Russia saying that December 19th is the end of days. Stop listening to these weirdos.
Yeah.
Stop listening to where they get information from. I'm sorry, you're not going to get enough people to believe you to manifest something negative on the planet. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills listening to these people. There's just something. They're using these mouthpieces. They're fucking program mouthpieces. I'm sorry, if you were in the military, then went right to the CIA, your program, number one. Number two, do you know how many jabs and inoculations you've received over your life? Do you even think those are your thoughts you're having? Do you know how many frequencies are running through your body? One of my buddies I used to know, he had to wear a watch that zapped his blood every 30 seconds to get all the nano shit out of his bloodstream. He was jabbed so many times as a tier 2 operator. So again, just pay attention to who's saying what. There is a higher ordinance of beings on this planet that came here to balance a timeline that we are all on together. We realize here the original OGs of the golden timeline via the Mandela effects, what these jackasses have been trying to do to alter our future. Us sitting here proves that's not going to happen. So you guys, we're dealing with beings that oversee this game and have for quite some time. Just believing in all of the negative stuff. Unfortunately, they want to use your brain to manifest Armageddon. Don't let them do it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't care if you were a great sniper, hiding in bushes for 20 years. You shouldn't be opening your mouth and telling the public what to fear. I can't do it. Yeah. You guys have to understand something too. Pay attention to the bird, not the wing. It's not the left wing or the right wing. Pay attention to the hidden hand which directs the bird. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say.
Don't listen to the news, number one.
Yeah, don't listen to the narratives. I'm trying to say some real casual common sense. I'm seeing these people and who they're promoting on YouTube and who the new voice is. If you guys come out the gate swinging 70% negative every video, you're out. You're out, bro. Out. So I'm just trying to be real. There has to be balance in the discussion that you're having with the population. If you're going to talk about negative stuff, fantastic. Talk about some positive stuff. Don't just be one of these guys that just sells fear porn all day long for clicks. Can't do it. Don't want to do it. None of these beings will make it to the end. The long road, the marathon, is kind of similar to what Joe Rogan did. He listens to all the perspectives. He still has his own common sense on what he wants to do. So just kind of be a little bit more like that. Balance is all I'm trying to say. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Actually, we're in the year of the fire horse, which we just closed out a 9-year cycle. And so the year of the fire horse, it indicates huge changes on the horizon for the better.
Right.
So energetically, that's what we need to start focusing on, is even what Rion just talked about. That's just one level in this multidimensional aspect and battle that's going on. But even beyond that, cosmically, astrologically, we are entering a phase of quite a bit of positivity and quite a bit of potentiality. So yeah, it's even though it's been definitely crazy over the last 5-6 years, we're entering a much higher vibrational era. And so one of the things that you want to start doing is tapping into your creativity. That's what Rion and I were doing this entire weekend.
Yep.
We were crafting, creating things, and tapping into the power of the soul, which is infinitely creative. So lean into that and use this year of the fire horse to create and to manifest what you want. And even these, like you said, these negative things that are being put out there, we're the counterbalance to that. And so part of that is getting in your creative capacities and creating the new and creating the new earth that is to come.
100%. And staying in that positive mindset, staying productive. There's a hurricane going on outside energetically. Stay in your lane, stay creating, stay productive. Because here's the thing, for all the time that you spend going down this fear platform or these negative thoughts or however this loosh game works, right? Whatever takes you off your game. Listen, if you stay on your game and just keep working on your passion every day and not focus on that stuff, it really does help you get ahead. Now, listen, there are some younger souls on this planet that want to experience this conflict stuff. I get it. There is a lot of stuff that took place on the planet with letting all these different groups into certain areas that's causing a lot of chaos. We all see that, okay? But what I'm focusing on is who are the puppet masters? Who are the ones financing this stuff?
Yeah.
Focus there. If you want to focus on something, focus on who is benefiting from this, not the other function of the random people or whatever.
Yeah.
What happened? How'd they get in? Who's financing these people? Track those people,
Go up the ladder.
I feel like I'm watching the new Running Man. We watched the new Running Man last night. I feel like I'm the guy at the end. He's like, listen, track the money. Track who's paying for this shit.
To the top.
To the very tippity top.
Yeah.
Find out what what country club they're at on Sundays. Find out where they are. No, just kidding. It's not very difficult. All right. Ask ChatGPT who's funding it. You know what I mean? They'll tell you. Anyways. What else is going on? So the financial system, we're at the end of the SWIFT. They got to get Venezuela. Once that's wrapped up. Oh, I did get some. I was staring at crypto last week. I should have told you guys I don't know. It happened, I think, on like Monday. I'm looking at my crypto portfolio. I'm kind of looking at my investments. And I was like, when is this thing going to pop? My guides told me 3 times in a row. January 16th, everything changes. January 16th, everything changes. I do not know what's going on, but January 16th, something changes. So whatever that is, I'm just throwing it out there. That's what I got. A January 16th, everything changes. So that's what they said to me. It felt like more than just a financial thing. It was a political, it was I don't know. It was the shift happens on that date. And I'm just telling you, that's what my guides told me. So I wanted to share that with you. Along with that, we do have some new updates for Rise of the Guardians. Miss Lily Nova, and obviously Brad Olson will be joining us. Sweet Lily, she's fire. Gonna hold the light for us, and she's gonna be doing a lot of stuff with the sound bowl healings and stuff for the VIPs and a lot of the private stuff going on Sunday at Rise of the Guardians. But I just wanted to share that with you because we all know this thing's manipulated. We all know, back to the financial thing. We all know this thing's manipulated. We all know that there's a great change coming. Head on a swivel. Keep your finances tight. Keep your family protected. We're almost like going through a wormhole together or a timeline split.
Yeah.
And right now is not the time to be out there doing silly shit. I'm just trying to tell you, if you look at the major cities, now's not the time. You got NPCs losing their mind in public. You got people, even in Sedona. I drove past a person making a left-hand turn. The person didn't even see I was real. Like, she didn't even recognize that there was a car going by. You got to pay attention on the roads. Don't think that everything's exactly as it was yesterday. Listen, if you're an aware person, look at those people while you're driving. Look through their side view mirror and see if they see you. I'm trying to tell you, there's a disconnect going on.
Yeah.
And it's really easy just to play, I'm dumb, I don't see it. That's easy. For all of us moving at a faster speed, it's our job to pay attention to that. Do not think or put that responsibility on someone who's barely holding on right now. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is where that bifurcation keeps going into another level as each month, each year passes by. Some of it has to do with what happened 5 years ago. Some of it is just certain people are not able to handle the shift in energy that is hitting them. And, it depends on the amount of soul within the individual. Mm-hmm. And that, again, is going to be something that's going to be increasingly important, is connecting to soul and source in the times to come. And even in relation to what you were saying a minute ago about the fear thing, that is such an important subject, because what those narratives are designed to do is to keep you in a perpetual state of fear and doom and gloom.
Yep.
And remember, fear compresses consciousness. So the more you are in a state of fear and you're listening to these narratives and getting pulled into them, your consciousness goes into a myopic state. So it's really important to go, okay, I can see this happening. We're not putting the head in the sand, doing the ostrich thing. You can watch it, but don't be pulled into it. So keep your eyes on what's going on multidimensionally, but make sure that you always return back to my heart, back to my soul. Ask your higher self, continuously guide me, continuously keep me protected, continuously keep me on my highest timeline. Don't get caught in a place where they pull you down a narrow path and all of a sudden you're trapped there, locked in this little fear mode, because then your consciousness can't see the bigger picture.
100%. That is really their whole game plan, is to slow down. So just so you guys know, and many of you do, your DNA shrivels up when you're in fear or survival mode. It actually shuts down and you go into base operating procedure within your body, within your consciousness. So try not to get into the fear mode. And for all these people propagating fear, we see you.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta be honest. We that's why certain people are unsubscribing from you. We're turning you off. I'm seeing these guys just talk and listen. It's almost like the wolf crying wolf. Okay, here's something that we really have to realize. The secret space program exists. Solar Warden's been around for 80 years. These are civilians talking about rifle rounds. They're not talking about all of the advanced technology that these jackaloons have had for 80 years, like anti-gravitic craft. You don't think one anti-gravitic craft could shut down an entire military at this level of weaponry on the surface? Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're watching a play roll out.
Yeah.
So again, like, we got to kind of stop with the, oh my God, I can't believe it. We've had that technology for 60 years. Another thing too, I don't want to go, listen, I'm getting fired up. With the flooding of the California, they're flooding the tunnels. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, there's a lot of other efficient ways to take care of tunnels than flooding them. Okay. I'm hearing a lot of stories of like, oh, they're doing the tunnels, and there is battles going on under our feet. And I'm going to tell you something, a plasma rifle and a neutron grenade work a lot better than flooding a tunnel. This isn't 500 BC. So I'm just trying to say, again, with the stories, I can't do it. This is a full-blown galactic operation, military operation, where the domestic white hat military industrial complex is doing their part, while other elder species are watching them fulfill what they need to do before they lose all power on this planet. They're not trying to free us because they want to. Okay? Slavers don't want to free you because they want to. They're forced to.
Yeah.
So again, what I'm saying is feel it in your tummy and you're like, yeah, this is not, a lot of these guys that we think are good guys, they're not really good guys. They're being forced to be good guys. So with this black hat and white hat thing, which started all the way back in the Illuminati, by the way, the black hats and the white hats were Illuminati freaking thing way back in the day, before the military industrial complex existed. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of gray hats. I'm not seeing a lot of white hats. I'm seeing a lot of gray hats. So in any conflict, just pay attention to the rhymes and reasons of why things are happening. The goal is to have peace, freedom, and sovereignty on this planet, period. Okay? AI is not your best friend. I'm sorry. It's cute when it's on a phone. It's different when it's inside of a Tesla bot that can pick you up in the air and curl you 25 times. I'm just going to say that because I'm right now, I'll be right in 1,000 years. We had this sort of technology a long time ago. So just pay attention to who's programming your stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. Because here's the truth. If you don't say it, then people think it's completely like naive and, like, oh my God, I could never. I'm like, oh yeah, I can. 100%. We've seen it happen. It just, some of us have memories of this stuff. Some don't.
And it's part of the bifurcation. We know on the dark side of things, that is their goal, is to ultimately hook everybody up to AI and eventually have AI doing all the thinking for you. And so, if nothing else, they're already infiltrating everything with AI, nanotech. You want to do everything you can to counteract that, from your metal detoxes, clearing constantly, and to constantly call upon your soul to guide you, not something artificial.
Yeah, 100%. And like I said, what is this right here? Where is it? Moses, let my people go. I'm like, hey, you guys, like, before we make any sort of global decisions on what we should do together, we need to first come together as one people, clean up all this BS, clean up all this brainwashing, health, abundance, wellness. Can we ride that out for about 5 years before we dictate the future of the entire species? We have not felt peace in the United States since World War II. So what I'm getting to is we're being forced to make a decision while always being at war. So, and that's for the whole planet. So I'm just trying to say, like, the whole planet needs to chill out for about 3 years and then kind of reconvene on what we should do together. Yeah. Take a deep breath, take care of the children, rebuild the schools and the roads, for God's sakes. I mean, some of the, it just, we need to take a pause and really think about what is important for all of us being here together and how we can improve each and every person's life to have a better experience here in the physical. This place was never set up to be torture.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
These jackasses, these harvester species that Atlantis kicked out of here multiple times, as soon as Atlantis fell, here come all the harvester species to take advantage of us on the surface. I'm not talking about the domestic reptilians that were here in the ground. I'm talking about the Sakaar and all these jackasses that came in to take advantage of a situation. I don't know where the Galactic Federation was, 12,000 10 to 12,000 years ago. But I think the truth is they were outgunned. Okay? And it wasn't worth their time to take on the Draconian Empire. Okay? Because they would lose too much. We're sitting down here in a hodgepodge of a bunch of fake stories, fake narratives, and fake demigods that literally were never gods in the first place.
Yeah.
And all these stories written about these ETs, it makes me sick. Source, the one source which governs all things, exists inside your chest. We represent source.
Yes.
I don't care what avatar skin you're wearing or what star system you come from. That's who's sitting in these suits watching this game. We're observing every single one of you. Every single one of your political leaders, every single one of your military officers, every single thing that's going on under the water. Your oversoul, the true monads, are monitoring everything.
Yeah.
So when they say give it to God, that's what we mean. It's like, hey, give it to the your oversoul. Give it to them to figure it out. Our job is to try to stay as positive and healthy as possible as literally the planet shifts underneath your feet. The planet itself is raising its frequency, right? The solar influxes, and I have a solar update right after Tone's about to rip. But what I'm trying to say is that all of this instability is also because the planet we are existing upon, or this plane on this planetoid, is raising its frequency. So of course, all of the lower dimensional things and the attachments are going to start shaking out and becoming very uncomfortable. Brother.
Yeah, even in relation to what he was just saying, that connection to the creator cannot be fucking understated right now. It's absolutely crucial. And the more of this weird stuff that keeps happening, going into prayer and speaking to the creator constantly around the clock, that is your spiritual armor. I was telling Rion, I just saw another download from the Gnostic teachings the other day, and they do refer to the creator as the monad. But they said to directly invoke that. I call upon the monad. 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 And you're actually increasing that presence of the creator within you and surrounding you. But you directly call upon that force that is in the heavens and here. As above, so below.
I love it. Now with our solar update. All right. We received an M7.2 solar flare a couple days ago. You guys might have been feeling that. If you guys are getting woken up in the middle of the night, can't sleep. This caused a solar storm, which we are experiencing now at a level G1, escalating to a G3 today. So we have solar activity popping off, ladies and gents. We had a big earthquake in Mexico, right? 6.2, 6.7 hit Mexico City. So as the solar flares or the frequency or energy picks up, there's going to be a lot of fluctuations on the surface. Okay. This, bringing the darkness to light, all this light and new frequency, breaking up all this density. We are just seeing it first person. If you zoom out and see the macro level of what's happening, a bunch of higher frequencies are slamming into this plane, this planet, let's just say, and it's making all of the molecules rotate and expand faster. Kind of like you're heating something up, all the molecules start to move faster. So all of the things that, the secrets, the weird stuff under the ground, the density, the dense beings, they're not going to be able to exist in this plane any longer. But we're literally watching this happen in slow motion right before your very eyes.
A purging.
Purging is happening live right now for the whole planet to watch and experience. Yeah. So
we're also in a wolf supermoon phase right now. So, watch your emotional states and really stay on top of your clearing, because definitely a lot of the emotions are going to come to the surface when we get these huge supermoons.
Now, do you guys have any specific questions before we switch to CODs? Let me know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Holla.
Holla, holla. Yep, purging indeed. Yes. Hearts. Love you. The monad, bro. Fighting over here in Alabama. It's a constant battle right now. Thanks for, of course, we love you guys. Look, we're all on the same team, dude. That's what people. We're all on the same team.
I've actually gotten a lot of reports lately of people being attacked in dream time, but I'm also getting reports of a lot of angelics coming in to counterbalance that. So that's another thing you can ask your angelic team to help you if you're either getting attacked or you're doing cleanup. You say, hey guys, we need some extra help down here.
And Zachary, I don't know, maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. I don't know why we're so handsome, Zachary. But so are you, my brother.
Yes.
And
Zach, you're a stud, bro.
Zach's going to be heading the Sedona dance team on Friday night. He's going to be doing a special dance. Another thing too is me and Zach, we are still finalizing the speakers for Friday night after the mixer and the dance and the rain dance. We have a lot of things planned for Friday night at the Rise of the Guardians. You guys, it's not a conference. This is an experience. We're going to do something that's never been done. And it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 8th through the 10th. But that mixer on Friday, that's why I'm holding off on the schedule and putting the schedule up. We have the most amazing speakers coming. You guys look at the list. What more do you want? You know what I mean? It's insane. So we're going to be doing something very special for the Native Americans on Friday. So me and Zach are going to finalize that, and we'll let you know when that's ready. Okay? All right. Look, hey, that was Sue's message. Sure. Hey, Zach. Sure. I was a maniac. Yes, she's a maniac on the floor. Listen, you know what I mean? Do you guys have any questions, or are we just doing comedy routines here? Yes. Jesus rules, also known as Yeshua. Or Yahuwah. There's a dude dropping knowledge out of Ethiopia.
Yeshua ben Joseph.
Yep. Real talk. I know there's a delay. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Well, the DNA helix is a trinity formation. So there are children being born right now with 3-strand DNA, no longer double helix. They have 3 right now. Kids being born in this new frequency. Yes. Yes, that's how I see it. I don't see them as attacks. I see them as strength training. Tone, we're in Sedona right now. He's I don't know how do you explain locking down the neighborhood when you get here?
Just grabbing all of the dark cables and weird stuff that are going through here. Rion is constantly targeted because he makes noise.
Yeah.
So usually about at least once or twice a week, I have to drop in here energetically with my higher self and grab uncounted assholes that are usually, they're either trying to do surveillance on him or figure out ways to disrupt him. Like last night we had some flooding going on.
Yeah.
So it was cleanup central, but yeah, last night I had my higher aspect come in. I said, start at the house, then go to the yard, then go to the block. And at a certain point, my higher self was grabbing things and they were midair.
Listen, if you're going to surround us by a bunch of archons and a bunch of empty houses, we're going to take over the whole we're going to take over the whole neighborhood.
This is not a good idea.
Yeah, listen, these are all Airbnbs, I'll take over an agent or an operator. You know, you'll look at yourself in the mirror and see my face reflecting back on you when you're brushing your teeth.
It's going to be
You know?
body parts flying.
I'm just, you know, the only reason why I don't jump in humans is because my highest light
Says don't.
That's the only reason
Yeah.
why I don't just jump in your body and make you do funny things. It's because this guy who watches me like white on rice, the only thing I was allowed to jump into when we were saving all the kids in Turkey for after the earthquake in Istanbul was animals. The search dogs, I could jump into a dog and take it right to a body because I could see the bodies that were buried. But animals, we're not allowed to jump into humans. So I'm letting you know that there's real rules to actually being powerful beings.
That's interfering with free will.
It's interfering with free will. So I'm just, real talk. Give me some questions. Do you have more info about trusts or money to avoid taxes? Janine, if you watch this now or later, she's your go-to to talk about the trusts and how to set up the proper trusts, which are irrevocable. And then you set up an escrow account in the trust. And then even with the cryptocurrency or whatever money you're bringing into it, it's controlled by the escrow account, which is owned by the trust, and it's not in your name. Control everything, own nothing. What else we got? Why do I keep removing some sort of energetic hook that keeps being put in my left shoulder? Because that is your receiving side. Okay? Left side is your receiving side. Right side is your sending side. So if you keep getting hooked on your receiving side, that means you need to increase your field strength. And if it's always on the back left-hand side, you need to kind of use your wings and kind of wrap it. I don't know if you guys know you have wings. Energetically, you can use energy arms and wings, but you need to come out off the back of your things and wrap. And when you do the wings like this, and then if you're really gnarly, you make like the front vent of a train. You know those grills on the front of a train? They kind of come down to a point. Well, imagine your wings shoot out your back, wrap around your body, and when I'm walking through a crowd, I'm pushing through your face like this. But it's actually my energy hands locking. You could also do your wings.
Well, and also affirmations, constantly tell your higher self, hey, clear whatever is in my space. And then also that affirmation, nothing but the highest light may enter my sacred sovereign space. And so it is. Yep. Say that over and over again. You're establishing and commanding your space by doing that.
Okay. How about right torso? Okay. So the most commonplace little shits hook onto us is right rear. Your right side, which is your night side. And it's right off, what is this? What is this, like right under your kidney?
Yeah, your kidney.
Right under your right kidney. And this is what it looks like. You're walking, you have all your chakras on. Let me help you guys out with the visuals. All your chakras are lit up, okay, in the energy world. You got cables coming off each of your chakras, not just your one cable coming off your silver cord that's hooked to your soul, okay? You got a cable coming off the front and back of each of your chakras, okay? So just imagine a little shadow turd. When they can't really mess with you, they'll run up on you. And if you know those climber carabines, when you hook onto a rope, they hook right here.
Yep.
Right rear. So even when I meet people, I go, hi. What I'm doing is, nice to meet you. Whoa. Hi. So I push my chi, and I imagine like a, I don't know, it's a pretty big force. You kind of imagine like a big flat sphere. You're like a plate. You're pushing calm down. I see his face. He's like, why are you pushing my face, Dad? Listen, you push him right in the face. No, what you say is like, hi. When I'm doing this,
a lot of energy in here.
I know. Don't aim it at the camera. You'll shut it down.
Yeah.
You aim it over here. So you go, hi, how are you? Oh my God. When I do this, I'm going right through every molecule atomic spin of your body. Then I turn my hand over. Oh my God. And you shake their hand. Okay. If you don't want to touch them, you do this. Namaste. And then you kind of do the, get away from me. Oh my God. Blessings. Get away from me. So that's how you deal with it. Okay. So come on, teach him something.
Well, I mean, even in regards to that, like if you're getting those cables hooked on you, you can have your higher self, hey, pull that off of me, hand it up into the light vacuum. And same with anything you see or feel off somebody else, higher self, can you grab the cables off this individual and get rid of them, throw them up into the light vacuum? Because a lot of times those cables are feeding a program to that individual. All of a sudden they start acting weird. It's because they're plugged into in multiple locations.
Be careful glitching people that are actually working in front of you. Try not to glitch out the person at the register when you're checking out at the grocery store. Try not to glitch out. Oh, if your guys' credit card stop working, when you swipe it, hand it to the lady at the grocery store, because I demagnetize all my stuff. So I just hand her the credit card and I go, can you swipe it?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, as these solar flares hit us, some of our DNA is going to turn on. We don't know what that means yet. All I know is I get bursts of energy and then you crash, right? Bursts and crash. What I'm also trying to say is this stuff that's created around us was created in the physical. We are now interoperating within our energy body and our soul operating in the physical, and the frequency and charge coming through does not play very well with 3D electronics.
Yeah.
You guys may have cooked your remote. Mm-hmm. Your mouse stopped working. Your laptop stopped working for a week and all of a sudden it turns back on. There's a lot of weird things in the electromagnetic thing. If you guys have a Mac computer and you just get one right now, always get the insurance. I've blown up all of my computers. Okay. I always get the Apple insurance. I'm telling you. What I'm trying to say is that each and every one of us has a different skill set and how this energy is going to affect us. So pay attention to that. It's going to affect you one way or the other. Now, if you guys have a bunch of static electricity built up, go ground, go outside, but sit. I sit on a stone wall in my backyard, or I sit in my pyramid. But ground, you're going to take all that charge that you have built up and discharge it into the ground, brother.
Well, yeah. And then also our fields are increasing in strength.
Right.
Electrical, plasmatic.
Right.
All these different energies they're increasing and expanding. But one of the things that's ahead of the curve is nature. So if you get into nature, that's your way of integrating your field and dispersing some of that so it doesn't fry the circuitry of everything that's around you.
Okay, Divine Spark. Say you're going to get coffee with your girlfriends at Starbucks and you're leaving your house. While you're in the car and you have your music on and you're in motion, all you say is shields on full, shields on full, shields on full, shields on full. And imagine golden energy just doing almost like, if you guys want to imagine how much energy you can actually rotate, go watch the movie Contact with whatever that woman's name is. I don't know.
The blue-eyed gal.
Whatever her name was, not gonna work anymore. Anyways, Jodie Foster or something?
Yes.
Hey, so when that magnetic field is rotating and the sound of it, whoom, 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 there's your visual. Now imagine that's golden energy and your heart is a thruster and all your chakras are feeding into this thing and it's going boom. So when I say shields on full, I actually watch from my feet up like a barrier raise around me. My shields on full. I don't do it all the time, but how do you protect your energy? You say shields on full 4 times, 4 direction. Another one is nothing gets in. Yeah. Nothing gets in 4 times. Nothing gets in. Nothing gets in. Why? You want to shield up before you go into the coffee shop and everyone's this close to you. Like, oh my God, can I get your number? Like, what is this? Is that a frappe mocha cappuccini? Too late.
No.
Too late. You shield up before you walk into the premise. I hope that makes sense.
Also, you can say 360 light shield, 360 light shield, 360 light shield, 360 light shield. Imagine a bubble all the way around and going up and over. So literally a bubble of light energy.
Should we tell them why you can't hook cables on other people? What happened to me?
I wouldn't even do that to begin with, but yeah, let's hear what you're...
Okay, so this happened about 2 weeks ago. I just had it. I was like, listen, I'm tired of cleaning up this guy's stuff, Sedona stuff. I just felt like an old man. So basically, imagine this was the bracelet. I'm sitting there in the steam room and I'm just gassed, bro. I'm just so gassed. And I've never done this before. And I was so tired and I feel all these cables on me and all these people's just attachments and like lower selves asking for a handout and just being naughty and whatever. And I grabbed this one dark cable and these 2 guys are sitting next to me that they're Sedona locals. And they're just like, oh my God, my job at the freaking Talakapaki, and I'm selling artwork. And he's like, just so happy, right? I'm like, oh my God, Talakapaki. I was like, dude, check this shit out. So there's two of them sitting on my left. I took one of these dark cables that I'm like transmuting for Sedona itself. And I was like, hey, well, why don't you hold this balloon animal here? I hooked it on it. And I was like, go ahead and hold. I felt like Atlas. I'm like, why don't you go ahead and hold this shit for a second? And literally, like, it took two of them, mind you. It's like two humans. I was like, I just wrapped it and just clipped it like a carrier bean. And literally, as I said, hey, bro, my whole bracelet exploded. Like that fast. As soon as I did that, my whole left bracelet exploded. And then my highest slide's like, hey, don't do that. You can't have that. I was like, why do I have to carry this shit? These people are fucking unconscious. Like, let them carry this for just an hour.
Because you're a transmuter. That's why.
Well, why don't you tell them what that means? Because we're both transmuters.
Well, certain individuals, if you've done a lot of work in the shadows, which it's not fun, but basically you become a transmuter of energy, a space holder of energy. And so a lot of times one of you taking one for the team, all of those cables get yanked off of people and you're carrying them in your field to get rid of. That's the problem, is a lot of even the transmutators.
You gotta go drop. Yes, there's got to be a place to go drop
somewhere.
Them
But we're holding more and more space.
We're getting bigger.
Yes. And so you have to, in that space, inadvertently you become responsible for cleaning up that space because your energy field has extended out that far. And so part of that is you're actually pulling stuff off of people even when you're not doing it consciously. So this is why clearing is so paramount, and it's going to become much more so as we keep expanding and accelerating in our abilities.
So obviously I took the cables back. And as I was like picking up, like, in a steam room, it's like wet. I'm like, my bracelet exploded. And they're all like handing me back the beads, like, here you go, bro. And I'm sitting there like, the second I hooked that on, it exploded. And I was just sitting there going like, people say, are we different? Yes. I don't know what to tell you. They don't even let us interact with normal people. Yeah. Like, I mean, the people are like, I'm waking up and I'm doing it. I'm like,
we have to keep to ourselves.
It's crazy.
The vast amount of the times, because our energy signature.
You guys out there, and we're not just talking about ourselves. You guys out there too. This is what's up.
The ones doing the most work usually don't have huge, large circles because we're like dialing in the frequency resonance. But then also, like, any space you go in, you are transmuting that space and you're affecting the consciousness level of that whole entire space. So if somebody's not even like remotely on your level, a lot of times you're cooking them and seeing them like glitch out because of your energy. And it's nothing you're trying to do deliberately. It's just part of that, the difference of the level of frequency.
Should we talk about flash in the eyes?
Yeah.
This is cool. You think they're ready for this?
Keep it like PG rated. Don't like go too hardcore.
Okay. But I'm like, all, how do I even do that? All or nothing. Okay. Well, we've talked about this a little bit. So basically, this is your 3D face. Hi. This is my 3D face for all the AI mapping my genome. No, listen. No, you cannot have my blood. And no, I don't want a flu shot, jackass. So here we go. This is my face. So your energy face, though, is way bigger. Okay, imagine it's like, for example, in the same thing. Here's my 3D hand. My energy hand is like this. So I'm like this big. So when I go high, that thing's coming off like twice the size of a sewer plate. That's how much energy I'm moving casually. Yeah. So when you guys get strong, and so you don't have to flex on lower dimensional beings that are just dumb and they can't see you. So I got to be honest with you guys. Just because these beings are higher selves, they really can't see you. And definitely the lower dimensional beings, they actually can't see who you really are. So I got a bunch of weird shadow puppet jackasses bouncing into me. So what I do is, instead of getting like, they're gonna get me, and getting all pissed, this is what I do. Imagine you expand your face out, bro. And if it's a lion for you, Lyran's dope. Or if it's a dragon for you, lion or dragon, okay? We're not trying to expand into a Nordic, a hairless Lyran. And we're not trying to expand into a sexy little Palladian. I'm saying you got little demons down here trying to stick you or trying to claw you. This is what you do. Dragon or lion, Lyran, okay? What you do is you expand your energy field out. If you need help doing this, stare at a picture of a lion or a dragon and just stare at its face. Stare. I prefer lion, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm saying some of my friends out there are dragons. So I'm not going to bullshit you because we incarnated onto a planet where they mixed our DNA together. So some of you guys are dragon souls. Some of you guys have lion souls, Lyran souls. Some of you guys have both.
We had a
Angelic.
dragon up above last night.
We had a dragon watching over the house last night. So here's the deal. What I do is I just imagine my energy form morphs into that. The spirit world can see that. And what I do is I just pop an eye. Okay. This eye opens and I track what it is. And I kind of go, "What's up, dude?" And I blink and I look. So if it's a lion and all of a sudden that little turd goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what is that?" I was like, "It's cool, dude. Move." So what I'm trying to say is the energy is, it's kind of like a mollusk talking to the bottom of a ship as it's going through the ocean. Do you understand what that means? I don't know. It's imagining like a boat coming and you're like, I'm a sea urchin. I'm going to stop it. And it's just the hull of a boat going by. And you're just watching this thing go by. That's kind of how we...
Where you come
Because that's what it feels like. I'm like, excuse me. You're hanging on me like a dingleberry. I'm not your papa. Can you let go of my leg? I feel like I'm Santa Claus just dragging things like, I'm not your father. Let go of my right ankle. And I got to go to the gym and flush you shitheads. So, I mean, whatever that is for you, that's just real talk. I don't know what to say. Yes, we expand that big. So
but that all-seeing eye, it's like you're.
So it's just letting him know, hey, it's not what you think it is. Let go. It's almost like flashing a badge. Okay, so big lion eye, cool. Flash the big lion eye on whatever it is. I'm just saying the reason why is what you're doing is, yes, the vessel is online. Yes, his higher self is online, and yes. There are consequences for interacting with this light being, with this vessel. This is not an NPC. This is not an offline character. This character is online. And even though you can't perceive who's standing around him or her, back up. This being is divinely protected. It could be Yeshua. It could be Archangel Michael for you. Whatever it is, ladies and gents. It could be a whole legion of angels. What I'm trying to say is that you just flash who you really are. And they'll freeze and go, oh.
That's putting them on notice.
Most of the time we get, I'm very sorry, I didn't know. I get a lot of, because what happens is if you overuse your power and you actually, Hulk smash things that are smaller than you. Did I ever tell you how I learned this? Remember they showed me the MMA fighter beating up a 12-year-old?
Yeah.
Okay, so right when I moved to Sedona, first 3 years or 2 years I was here, my powers were just turning on. My energy arms were just turning on. And I thought it was fun to beat up on demons. Like, I thought it was cool to, get in fist fights and, whoop on dudes. And what my Sifu, my Arcturian, I'm up on the mountain. It's midnight. Guy's glowing blue. I used to go out by myself and train at night because I can see really good in the dark. And he just flashed this video of an MMA fighter knocking out a 12-year-old. Showed it to me once, showed it to me twice, showed it to me 3 times like a Blu-ray movie. Hit me right here. Boom, boom, boom. And I was like, what, dude? He goes, stop picking on lower dimensional beings. Does that look cool to you? Does it look cool to watch a full-grown man knock out a 12-year-old? I go, no, it's horrible. He goes, stop doing it. And I was like, oh. So it's not fun. He goes, no, you're flipping people upside down. You're tossing them like freaking Frito-Lay. You got to stop. It's not a highlight reel every day. So I'm just telling you guys this because at some point you're going to go, hey, Rion went through this too.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, there's something about actually being the real deal where you actually kind of have to act graceful. Okay, you got to kind of hone it in. You need to be balanced because you will be penalized. And a lot of people, as you may know, how many of our friends and family, give me a thumbs up, have woken up and then went right back to sleep? Why do you think they went back to sleep? Was there something naughty happening in their energy? Were they just unconscious? Did they make 10 mistakes in a row and they said, not this one, give them another 5 years?
Yeah.
What I'm getting to is just pay attention to that, brother.
You can't overuse your powers.
No.
That doesn't mean that you cannot defend yourself.
You're allowed to defend yourself at all times, by the way.
But it's the overkill.
Malice.
Yeah, that's what got him in trouble, is like you curb stomping a guy that you've already defeated, that you're going way too far.
Hey, well, I don't be talking. This is your. You got in trouble with that.
That was because it was the last
what
of
happened
that species.
What happened in Bastrop?
Yeah, our whole group got targeted in Bastrop in the middle of the night, and I unleashed one of my night side aspects.
Yep.
And the beings that were doing the targeting, they were limited in their numbers, and I actually eliminated their entire species.
A group of them.
Of that species. And so I actually got in trouble karmically for that. They actually pulled back some of my weaponry, some of my powers for that. It's because they said no matter what they were doing, you cannot exterminate an entire race, because then they can't propagate in the future or have the chance to redeem themselves.
Mind you, these were beings that were jumping in, human beings that actually told us to our face, we have claim on this territory and every single human here is ours.
Yes, and they were doing horrible
Just to let
stuff.
you guys know, that means they were going to knock out your higher selves and jump in your avatars.
Yes.
Just to be crystal clear what we're talking about. People's higher selves can get knocked off their stream. It happens all the time, and then something else jumps in.
Yeah.
So
You've talked about that, the eyes going black in individuals.
We've done activations where a couple of the people that weren't fully trained, eyes went black, projectile vomiting, then started running off into a field. We had to go run them down.
And you literally had to pull
the demon
that out and then put their soul back in. Yeah.
All right, that's it. Is that enough for truth?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
It got a little bit gnarly.
Okay, sorry. Hey, listen. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. We're going to pull some cards. Ladies and gentlemen, give Tone a big golf clap. Thank you so much, Tone, for coming here on Morning Coffee. Love you guys.
Have fun. Drop it like it's hot.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, brother.
All right. Oh, my God. Can you grab me one of those juice boxes out of the fridge?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Oh, my God. They're so, warrior. I'm trying to tell you where the knowledge comes from. It comes from real things. Oh, yeah. Are you guys having fun? Where do I even go with that? Cards? I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Yeah. Clingers. I love you guys. It was a great metaphor. You know what I mean? Energetic. Hulk smash. It's a real thing. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, God. Peach, my favorite. Thank you. All right. So we're going to get into cards. We're going to get it popping. All right. Any more specific questions? Are you guys good? I didn't see Donald at cloning. Did you just say juice box? Look, that's not your... Listen, we're talking about an actual juice box. Joy Burst, brought to you by... It actually has some decent B vitamins. That's why I like it. B vitamins. Okay. Everyone loves you, Tone. Everyone loves you. All right. He loves you too. All right. Look at... I can't even see the word... Everyone's like, you say juice box? Yeah, why don't you go ahead and get your juice box. Unicorns. I'm feeling pot. We're going right into Palladians. Okay. I'm not saying too much, dude. You guys are just too slow. You got to pick up the pace, man. You know, pretty soon we're going to be dropping so much knowledge. It's going to crush your 80-year head start. You guys have no spiritual awareness or any sort of ancient teachings at all. You guys are a bunch of nerds with calculators. So I don't know what to tell you. There's no royalty left in your whole line. None. I don't see any of your offspring with legacy. None. So there be my night side answer for you. I don't see any of the people I remember. So anyways, unicorns. It's embarrassing to even be here watching it. So, let you know that's how Pop feels. First unicorn card is Enlightenment. Look for the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. Listen, can we just all get divine? Can we just all get divine? Card time, baby. Card time. Listen. I got to switch gears here. You gave me on warrior mode, man. I'm just trying to, drinks by the pool, everybody. Drinks by the pool. Enlightenment. Okay. Look from the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. All right. Everyone needs a little enlightenment. And I need some music. Get some music. Yeah. I like that. All right. Next card. There's a lot of stuff we've done, guys, to get where we are right now. We're not the podcast online guys. We're actually real dudes that are classically trained that happen to get on a camera to assist our family. So. All right. Next card is for the I am presence. Expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. Don't hide from who you are. Ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we're a bit of everything. Right? So what I'm trying to say is just be real. Whatever that is for you, just be real. That's all we're asking. Okay? It doesn't serve you to pretend you're something you're not. That's all I'm trying to say. Yay, yeah. Never play leapfrog with a unicorn. All right, maybe you guys got some jokes. Vacation energy. Come on, man. Beautiful, man. Big what up to Miss Niece and Miss Paredes watching from your hotel room. Hope you're sitting there. Make it a Holiday Inn Express. You know what I mean? Make it a Holiday Inn. We love you. All right. We're going to Dragon Riders. 2026 updates. Financial freedom is inbound. 3 to 6 months for its completion of complete reset. The digital QFS system is already running in the background. However, getting the fraud under control is necessary. For me personally, I had this conversation the other day where if they did release everything on the quantum ledger, I would allow them 2 weeks of gerrymandering before I froze the accounts once I tracked all of the funds. These Bings are making this very complicated when it's not. If you have something on blockchain that can be tracked 50 transactions forward, 50 back, this whole game is over for these jackasses, which, by the way, artificially stole everything for the last 120, 30 years. Okay? They weren't smarter than you. They just did things that you wouldn't do to get the power that they've enslaved you with. So, why do you think they're so scared of dying? Next card for our Dragon Riders is Lady Rowena and Spencer. The quality of divine mercy will expand your maturing consciousness. Sympathy will be transformed and mercy will awaken. Yes. Mercy. Mercy on us, oh Father. You good? I know the war story. She's like, come on, man. All right, listen. I'd rather have more vacation stories. Sea-doos, scuba diving, little Palladians coming down the causeway trying to, knock them, like playing ding, they go like this and they run away, leave me little love notes, I'd much rather talk about that, I'd be a little confused too. You're a Palladian and you're like, these guys are kind of soft on the ship. I'm like, I know, right? Maybe you need a little Syrian in your life, Where's that? Just kidding. Maybe you need a little alpha. Maybe you need a little Lyran in your life, Need a little less. I'm just kidding. Maybe you need a little dragon. Listen, I don't know. Now it's Comedy Central, okay? Listen, The Elder Dragons, the upper dimensional 12D and up dragons are balanced. They're awesome. They're freaking rad. The lower dimensional selves and the Drakkar, the Drakkar or the Sakaar, these are only like 8.6 4D bandwidth beings. They can't go above 8. They're right there with all the weirdo Anunnaki trapped in 8D. How do I know this? I've been interacting with these guys for 15 years. One of them's my higher self. How do I know this? I catch this guy doing stupid shit all the time. But it's like, I think it's more deeper than that. I think it's the Empire, the old Empire, and the new galactic system which is taking place. Like, I think it's this whole timeline is a galactic story similar to Star Wars and the Electric Wars, and they were trying to tell us what's really been going on down here. And there's just something that it's the stories they teach us through different dogmas. I mean, I'm sure there's some truths there, but a lot of that is really watered down because they don't just want to come out and say, how do you explain all this to beings without just saying that straight up an armada showed up here and dropped them off? You know, like, how are you going to explain that to someone? You know? Anyways, they're doing their best. Paul the Venetian, the gifted one. I love this card. I pulled it last week. The gifted one. You guys out there. Revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. You guys. So for all you guys with this financial abundance inbound, this is for you. Gifted ones. Revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. Pay attention to what you guys are going to do in your project. Pay attention to how you're going to help the planet. Pay attention to that. All right. I want to do one more of these cards. All right. Next card, Horus, Manifestation Vortex. All right. This is for, you know who this is for. All right. Belief makes manifest. Thoughts attract and create. Horse, Manifesting Vortex. Ah. Molly, wherever you are, we love you. All right, let's keep it going. Unicorns. All right. It's for all us Nords out there, just pretending that they don't have a 20 and back program, just playing with crayons in the corner, drinking, you know, vanilla milkshakes, keeping all these old men alive. Here we go. For the Nords. Hey! Just because they look like you probably shouldn't have taken on the autistic Nazis. Moving along, here we go. Should have chose the Native Americans. Well, you know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn, kids. Here you go. Here you go. Just kidding. Hunting. The Nords are hunting down in those tunnels, ladies and gentlemen. The Nords are hunting. What are they hunting? Well, I tell you guys, if you guys seen the Gene D code, there's huge battles going on under our feet right now, ladies and gents, especially in some of these very dense areas. Okay? I'm just kidding. Listen. Come on. Come on. And if you're gonna choose a group of beings to leave the planet, did you really choose the right one? Did you really? I think they're just the most controllable. That's all. You know what I mean? All right. Next card is Beauty. Come on. Just sweet beauty. You know what I mean? Just tuck in. Just tuck in right there. I mean, look at that card. Just tuck in right there. It's beautiful out there, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we got this. RV. I'm going to wrap it up. All right? You guys having fun? Listen. Those are jokes, by the way. Jokes. You know. For the Nords. I mean, like, listen, what was this, a race to Antarctica? The first guys that get there and do a deal with the reptilians will give you access to leave the planet. I was like, what? Who wrote that in a scripture? You know? Wait, so all of us have to try 1,000 times harder, but it was like a race? It was like capture the flag. The first one to do a deal with the reptilians gets the technology. I'm like, what are we doing here? They're cutting boats in half with lasers. Admiral Byrd and 40,000 men went down there. Look it up. I digress. Look, we know that all the technology's kind of been, you know, gifted out to all the countries. We got it. We got it. It's still funny, though. All right. Oh. While I'm doing this, why don't you guys go ahead and punch in? You're going to get us in trouble. Listen, I'm going to rewrite the timeline. I'm going to go home to dad and be like, hey, check this out. Take them back to the 80s and 90s and then just stop. Let's give them 20 years of paradise and then we'll go from there. You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't incarnate to be a part of your system. You know what I mean? Even Yeshua was like, I'm not of this place. You know, I'm here, but I'm not of the Matrix. Sorry, it's going to get weird. First card. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting serious here. First card for the RV is, again, Capricorn Achieve. You guys, these are, I'm telling you, Achieve. Again, same card with 10, Achieve. So that Ram or that Capricorn, something's getting drilled through, okay? Capricorn Achieve. All right. I got a little German in me too. I can make jokes. Calm down. Everyone's getting a little, you know. Apparently, I don't want to get into the whole story, but, you know, let's just say less is more. All right, let's just say. Yeah, I know you. Listen, I know you get it. I know you know what I'm saying. Some people have no idea what I'm saying. I'm like, you have to like do a lot of research to get what I'm saying. Beauty is within. Yes, Finland, UK, baby. You guys come to Rise of the Guardians May 8th through the 10th. You guys, the ticket prices go up January 15th. Take advantage of that. Oh, and I kept the Black Friday sale going. Why not? I think the Black Friday coupon code will be good for the next 72 hours. Just letting you know. Yes. British Columbia, baby. Carolina, Colorado, Nevada, LBC, baby. Long Beach, Arkansas, South Carolina, England, New Zealand, New Brunswick, Canada, baby. NorCal, Sedona, Scotland, baby. Love you. God, love the Scots. Michigan, Sedona, Cedar Falls. All right. Toronto, Capricorn, South Africa, Philly. I'm going to stop right there because I'm pulling another card. Sweet, sweet knee. Listen. Yeah. These guys are really concerned about what I said because I kind of just blew. I apparently just poked a bear. What? You picked the wrong race to give all the technology to? Is that what you're trying to say? I can't hear you. Next card is Jupiter Abundance. You know? Abundance. I mean, have you seen some of these guys? Come on, man. Hey, Macarena. I mean, I thought we didn't want to program robots. You know what I mean? Hey, put it together. We chose the most programmable race on the planet. Great. Is that really a sign of intelligence, or is that just low moral? Listen, there's a lot of stories, okay, on what that whole thing really was. I'm not getting into that right now. I get it. There's two sides to every coin. That's all I'm saying. I'm making jokes. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. I'm making jokes. Jeez Louise. You know, just because no one's seen Val Thorne's 40 years, I mean, why are you upset with me? You know, just letting you know. Next card is Descendant Invitation. Listen. I got a Val Thor for you right here. Descendant, here's your invitation. Okay. I don't know what he's doing over there at Lake Mead, but can we step on the gas, huh? Illinois, bro. Let's get it. Netherlands, Austria, Shasta, New Mexico, Nevada, bruh, Ireland. Come on, man. Sweet Richard, South Africa, Norway. Let's get it. Listen, I'm just trying to make everyone laugh, dude. I mean, that's it, you know. UK, there we go. Lake Tahoe too. Listen, I know. You know. Hey, is he out there on a sea-doo? Just thought I'd ask. You know, we're out here shooting lead rounds at each other. Just thought I'd throw that out there. New York, exactly. All right, abundance. No one even believes this shit anymore. I don't know. I'm just trying to. It's weird that you have such sophisticated technology that you're allowed to use on the moon, but when you're on the surface, you're only allowed to use a certain level of technology. Even though they did give plasma rifles to some sort of incursion in the 90s when Clinton was in office, because there's pictures of them using plasma rifles where they cut Jeeps in half. But apparently that was too gnarly to hand to the public, or you can't make enough money when using a plasma rifle. So now we got these stupid, I don't know what this is. What I'm trying to express to you guys is that the more you know, the more you start picking this whole thing apart, and you really start seeing the rhyme and reason of why these beings are doing what they're doing. I'm tired of being slaved out by a bunch of beings who actually don't give a shit about us. And for those that do care about America, I love you. And do care about the world, I love you. And for all the true light workers out there and white hats out there that are actually doing their job, and the guys in the military and ladies out there that actually are supporting humanity and the good of this world, I love you. Including all the religious leaders that are praying right now and meditating for world peace. Love you. Just thought I'd say that. By the way, each are equally valuable. Praying and manifesting the best reality is really important right now, okay? So, last card. Is Pluto, rebirth. You guys, this week coming up, we might have a full-blown situation coming. Rebirth, Pluto. I've never pulled that card. Pluto, rebirth. Okay? Love in Christ, absolutely. Christ in hearts, ladies and gentlemen. If it's Yeshua for you, Jesus for you, Yahweh for you, Krishna for you, Shiva for you, Brahma, right? Buddha, whatever it may be for you, okay? Just, we all deserve to get through this storm together, and I want to become stronger on the other side. So I just love you guys very, very much. We're going through some sort of a situation right now. It will balance out. No one can maintain this storm indefinitely. And these guys think they have their specific thing that they're going to be able to do. I'm going to tell you right now, we're already on the ground. We have too much of a vested interest on this planet and having our friends and family ascend and activate and bringing this planet back into balance and paradise. We really don't care what these negative beings' agendas are. We're going to rewrite the code on the entire matrix itself. And we're going to right the ship regardless of these belief systems of beings trying to take from you or keep you enslaved. My name is Rion de Rowan, and it's been an absolute pleasure, okay, being with you guys here today. Check out TeamLightStore.com to see all the new and to get your tickets. And the Black Friday sale is going on for the next 72 hours. I just love you. I see a bright light and I see a bright future for all of us, but please do not let these frequencies take you off your game, okay? And for everyone out there, I love you very much. All right, till next time. Peace.